Okay, now it should be working. I need to figure out how to get the music working. If you have been on my live streams before, I tend to have background music, but that didn't seem to be working, and I don't really know what it is. It's something when I connect my headphones and it messes up OBS and stuff like that. Welcome to my virtual book release party. I am so excited that you're here. Hello to Elizabeth. I just packed your book today. And Anne, the same goes to you. I packed 2 orders for you and your sisters today. Marielle, hello. Hi, Matali. Might have packed some of your orders too, or they are in my queue for tomorrow. I will ship out all of the pre-orders on Monday, and then after Monday, I will tackle the rest of the orders that have come in. So we have sold 100 copies of this book already, and that happened before it was even released, which is crazy. So thank you so much for all of your support, especially the Happy Amigurumi Club members who have been following along on this journey for a year now and helped me pick out names for some of these characters, as well as given me feedback on different stuffs. So yeah, hi Mariana, happy you're here. We are gonna have a really nice evening together. I don't know how long we're gonna be here, but I have a set of things we're gonna do. So on the right side of your screen, you can see the schedule for this evening. We're gonna have a start off with a little bit of a book sneak peek. Then we're gonna have a amigurumi catwalk where I will show you all the amigurumis as finished amigurumis, because that might be fun to see actually, for example, how big they are. Then we will have a wheel of discounts. Have never done anything like this before, so bear with me if we have any technical issues, but Lucas is on the other end and helping me out, so hopefully it will go smoothly. Then we have a book Q&A, so if you have, of course, any questions during this party, put them in the comments. I will answer them during that Q&A session portion. It can be about the book or the process or designing, anything that you would like to pick my brain on. Then we have, at the end, pattern bingo. I have never hosted a virtual bingo before, so this is also something new. But we're gonna see how it goes, and there will be opportunities to win some free patterns from the web shop. So yeah, I hope you're as excited as I am for this evening. I am really looking forward to spending 1-2 hours. I think we will be finished within 2 hours. I think 1 hour is a little bit too short. Hi everyone, hi Marielle. Oh, thank you so much. So yeah, let's start with the book sneak peek. Firstly off, I will move this a little bit so we have more space. This is the book. Should I turn my camera? Is it weird for you that you see it if it... A second, I am gonna adjust a little bit so that it's more comfortable for everybody. Like so. Now it's upside down. Just a second. Let's spin you around. Ta-da! So here it is. It's hardcover. This is the front cover. It is made by me and Lucas, and I'm really happy how it turned out. The picture is taken by Karin Lindros. She have photographed all main pictures for the book, and then I have photographed all the step-by-step pictures. So yeah, here it is. I'm really happy that I squeezed in my logo in the corner, and this is the back. No, what is this called? This is called the spine. The color is the perfect Gangknuten color, and then the text is really light yellow, and I really like how it turned out. I was testing out different kind of fonts and colors, but I really like this combination, especially since the back is yellow as well, so it ties together really nicely. I am sorry for the colors. The colors are way more pretty in real life. It is October here in Finland, which means it is dark and I need to have my studio lights on, and it usually messes up the colors a little bit. So the pictures are softer in real life and not this contrasty as it looks like in here. Beautiful, Marielle, thank you. And it's so pretty. It's so wonderful in pink. Yeah, I was thinking of having the spine in purple because that would also have matched with the other colors. But then I was thinking that if my first book is gonna be in a color, it needs to be in pink. Anything else would just be weird. Frida, it looks amazing. I have also packed your book today. Marteli, I love how colorful it is. Yeah, me too. And as I said, it is hardcover, so this is a proper book, and it's pretty thick. There is, let me check, 200 and something. 215 pages. So it's a proper book. I honestly haven't seen a Amigurumi book that has been this thick before. And by that said, there isn't any, like, a lot of unnecessary stuff in this book. There is a lot of useful stuff in this book. Yeah, we love a thick book. It's my friend said that he is not a crocheter, but he said that he would like to buy it just to have it as a coffee table book because he liked the front cover so much. So that made me really happy to hear. Elizabeth, I'm looking forward to it arriving. Yeah, it should arrive next week for everybody who has pre-ordered it and lives in Finland, and I think it might have time to arrive to all of you who lives in Sweden as well. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions that you would like to know about this book, like at this point. This was the idea from my contact person at the book company, or my publisher. He wanted a picture on the inside with all of the amigurumis. This is half of them. And then if you turn here, you can see the other half of them. The pages are matte, and the cover is also matte finished, which I really like. And yeah, this is a sneak peek. There is a section here at the end with common parts that is included in all of the amigurumis. Since, for example, my sitting amigurumis have the same body, I thought that it was unnecessary to write all the bodies up X times. So instead I've written it up once. At the end of the book there is also color graphs for all of the bodies. And these are fun because you can switch them out. So if you would prefer to have Alice dots on Ragni the reindeer, for example, you can just switch them up and follow them as you go. So yeah, here is all of those. And there is also a little how to school at the end with pictures on stitches and how I use or how I make my magic circles, since those are a little bit different, and explaining a little bit how to crochet around a chain and how to do the short rows. There is also a video nowadays on this portion, and I've also made a section on the website with bonus material for this book where you can go and check out videos, for example, that can be helpful when crocheting these patterns. So yeah, do you want an example for how a pattern can look? If you know these animals, which pattern would you like to see the layout of? And then we will go from there. Then you will get a little bit inside sneak peek. I'm not going to show you everything because I know it's also a very fun surprise for when the book arrives, that you get to check it out for yourself as well. One thing that I was very hard on is that I wanted a overview of all the amigurumis and where to find them inside the book. So here you can find all the patterns and where to find them, and a overview for them. Let's go with the seal. Nora the seal. Here is a card that I got from my friend. It is so pretty. Okay, the seal. Let's see where we can find Nora, Norpa, or Nora the ringed seal. Did I just go? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so each pattern has a picture of the amigurumi, and since I am a big fan of people taking my patterns and making it in their own style, I have sprinkled throughout this book some tips. So for example, here is a tip that you can twist the eyes to make it into a sleeping seal. We also have a text about the seal, or where I have gotten the idea for the pattern, a little bit of flavor for, behind the scenes of the pattern. The size, how much yarn you need and which colors, other materials, and a note section. Also, you can find a level of hardness. No, but how hard the pattern is on each front page, so that it's easy to see that, okay, I'm a beginner, then this might be an option for you. It seems hard, but this is actually one of the easier patterns in the book. It is also crocheted with 2 yarns. So you have a double-stranded yarn, you have a white, and then you have the purple to make it this purplish color. You can also make her in single-stranded yarn, but then she will become a teeny tiny seal. So depending on the size, of course. You could probably also make her in triple yarn, and then she would become even bigger. Let me actually show you how. This is how she looks like and how the size is in real life. She is so cute. Funny thing, this was the first pattern that I started with, and I got stuck. I got so stuck to get her to look like a seal. So it ended up being the last pattern that I actually finished. Let's do one more. Let's do Arthur, so you get a sneak peek of Arthur the frog. Some of these patterns are brand new and only available inside this book. As for the seal, some of them are old friends, like Tilde the bunny, which is one of my first designed amigurumis ever. I'm really happy that she also got a spot in this book. And some are available inside the Happy Amigurumi Club, as Arthur is. So this is Arthur. the same layout in the beginning of each pattern so that when you flip through the book, it's easy to find where a pattern starts. That's the main idea on why I have designed it this way. Oh, I didn't. Oh, well, let's flip it through. So there is all the different parts and also how they look. And then at the end of each pattern, there is a assembling portion, since I know that this is the part that people struggle with the most. So I wanted that to be very clear and helpful at the end of each pattern, that there is instructions on how to assemble the amigurumi. Arthur is also a very easy, I think he's the easiest sitting amigurumi in this book. If you want to see how Norpa, how the seal looks like. Where is she? No? You would think that I would know this book by heart by now after going through the layout X amount of time. I am switching to Swedish without even noticing. But that's not the case. Thank you, Lori. Okay, so the Norpa looks like this. And here is also a very thorough how to assemble the amigurumi at the end. So yeah, I think that was the sneak peek for this book. If you want to go and grab it, you will find it in my web shop, ganknuten.com. And if you want to support me, please buy it from me because I get most money out of that than if you buy it from somewhere else. So if you have the option to buy it from me, please do. Okay, Jennifer have a question. Sorry if I missed it, but will there be an English version? Thank you so much for asking. The book is currently only available in Finnish, but for you who haven't crocheted in Finnish before, but still would like to pick up this book, I have made a abbreviation cheat sheet that I will put into each book when you buy it. So there is the Finnish abbreviations in the middle, and then we have the Swedish to the left, and then the English to the right. I will start the process of finding a English and Swedish, to begin with, publisher as soon as possible, but I want to have the time to publish and release the Finnish version first, and then pick up the process on finding someone that would like to collaborate with a English or Swedish version of this book. I think it's possible to find someone, but I have never done that process, so I don't know how long it will take until a Swedish or English version of this book will come out. So keep your eyes open. I will definitely inform you when that happens, because it will happen at some point. Yes, I need to have this at least in my mother tongue, and I feel like a lot of you in my community is English speaking, so we need to have an English book at some point. So thank you for asking. The more people who ask and the more people who talk about this book, the more likely someone will see it and sees that it's like there is interest in a book in English and in Swedish. So thank you for asking. It's really good that you ask, and I am trying to screenshot everybody who asks to have as proof while then at some point sending out questionnaires for publishers. So yeah, that was a sneak peek of the book, of my book. If you have any questions now, we can actually take maybe some questions now before we move into Amigurumi Catwalk. I'm gonna just check the... yeah, Lucas, this cheat sheet won't be included if you get it anywhere else. Only if you buy it from my web shop, you get the printable card. But if you have bought it somewhere else and still want it, I have also actually uploaded the PDF on my website under resources and materials under the book section. So then you can also print it out for yourself if you want to, or if you just want a really good, pretty cheat sheet, because I'm really happy with how the layout turned out, and I think it's a really fun design. And the idea is that you can crochet and then have this with you as a bookmark during your crocheting adventures with the book. I understand, thank you. Marta Lee, how many pages is the book? The book is 215 pages. When I talked with my publisher for the first time, he asked me if I can write a book of 200 pages. So that was like the minimum amount of pages that he wanted, because he said that we make books. So there is a lot of pages in this book, and I really like that the pictures are these pictures are big and very colorful. Karin Lindros is a magician when it comes to color and pictures with a lot of colors, and we work really well together since we both love colors. How would anybody have known? Okay, let's move into our next segment, Amigurumi Catwalk. I was thinking that we could go through the amigurumis in the book, and you can write in the chat which amigurumi you would like me to show to you. So which one would you like to see first as a crocheted amigurumi? And I will just take them off to see that we have gone through everybody, and you can see a list here if you see it properly. These are all the animals in the book. There is a total of 21 if you count the tiny little fish, 20 if you don't count it. But there is a total of 30 patterns in total in this book. 20 of them are animals, and then the rest of it is accessories like the little backpack and a scarf, rubber boots, some leaves, some mushrooms. Let's see, Norpa. You get some Finnish 101 at the same time. Norpa is a ringed seal in English. And this is her. As I said before, crocheted with double-stranded Alba cotton yarn. And yeah, she is the design that took me the longest to make, but it's also the design that I am, I think, most happy with. At least she is definitely in the top 5. The perch. Yes, I will give you the perch. Do I have the... Here's the amigurumi perch. I'm gonna grab and see if I can find the... Yes. So, this is a fun pattern because it comes as a amigurumi version. Oh my god, he's so cute. This is Abbe the perch. Comes in a amigurumi form, but also as a pouch. So if you are familiar with my other fish pattern, it's the same idea, but this is a little bit shorter if I remember correctly. If you feel like this is too short, you can easily just add rounds to make it longer. If you, for example, want to store pencils in your little fish, then you should probably add maybe 10, 12 rounds, and then your pencils can fit, or your crochet hooks. I use my pouch as a dice bag for my D&D dice. Currently, they are gone somewhere, but need to I need to find them. So yeah, that is Abbe. And Perch is Ahven in Finnish. Popo, because the name sounds so cute. Yes, Popo is Finnish for bunny. And this Popo, well, yeah, there is rubber boots that you can put on all of the big amigurumis that sits. But yeah, one of my first ever sitting amigurumi designs, actually. Also, one of my first amigurumi designs with tapestry crochet. She made me fall in love with tapestry crochet, and since then I have continued. So I'm really happy that she gets to be a part of this book too. Also, maybe one of the first that I had happy amigurumi eyes on. So she is definitely very, very special. Popo, which means bunny, but her name is Tilde. Lynx. Lynx is a new one, and a lot of you have been asking for this pattern. She's named after my sister Linda. And this is one of the more intricate designs in this book. If you want a challenge on tapestry crochet, this is your pattern. She has tapestry crochet not only on her body, but also on her legs and arms. But as you could see in the book, I have made color graphs that are really easy to follow. So just read one at a time and then just follow that row. So instead of writing out crochet 3 single crochets, CC to white, crochet 2 single crochets, CC to pink, and over again, I love using color graphics, and it's also very visual. So if you are a visual person, you will love that. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to say about Linda the Lynx, but as I said, she is a brand new amigurumi, only available in this book, and the rubber boots also fits on her little feet. She also have a very cute little tail. Then we have Ilves. If you want to know what lynx is in Finnish, it is Ilves. A little backpack, yes. Do you want to see the little backpack? This is the little backpack. This backpack is originally designed for Elton the squirrel, but if you make the straps longer, it can actually fit also the bigger amigurumis. And I like to design with playfulness in mind. So I made it so that you can actually open it and put some teeny tiny stuff in it. In the pictures, there is flowers in it. It was Karin's idea, and I think it was a really, really cute idea. Who do we have next? Fox. This is an oldie but goldie. She got a revamp last year, I think, or maybe the year before that, a new design. This is Alice the Fox. Also, tapestry crochet in body as well as the face. I love how this face looks and how the tapestry crochet just matches magically. I love this design very, very much. I have also made a bigger version in wool yarn. I have it somewhere. But this is made with Alba cotton. All of these designs have been crocheted with Alba cotton. It is my favorite organic cotton yarn. Let's see. That was Kettu is fox in Finnish. Kettu. Uh, Sari, so cute! Thank you! Malla, hej! Megastort grattis till din nya bok, Veronica! Jag ska gå och köpa den nu. Åh, vad roligt! Thank you so much. She writes in Swedish that she congratulates me on my new book and that she is gonna go and pick it up right now. I'm so excited. Can't wait to start seeing your versions of these amigurumis. Reka, a squishy fish. Yes. Adorable, thank you. Malena, ja, det ska jag göra. Yes. Mariana, lovely. Jennifer, love the links. Marielle, so cute. Jennifer, love the fox face. Also my next make. Yay! Okay, let's maybe take Elton, because since Elton and the backpack goes hand in hand, Elton is named after my sister's son, my nephew, and I made it when he started in first grade as a little companion for his first school trip. Also has some tapestry crochet on the body. You can skip that if you want to. That makes this pattern a little bit more easy to go. But yeah, a fluffy tail. I worked this so many times before I got the shape as I wanted to. I tried with so many different versions. And since he has a tail, I usually put the backpack on his tummy because he has a big tail, so it doesn't really fit on his back. Then we have this poor thing. Orava, by the way, is the Finnish name for squirrel. Yes. And this poor little fellow is Ragni the reindeer, named after my grandma. I have at some point taken photos of the horn, and I had to frog the horn to be able to do it, and I haven't had time to sew it on again. So she is currently in the state where reindeers lose their horns, because if you didn't know, they do that occasionally. That's why she has one horn. But in the pattern, she has two. She also has a really cozy scarf. This scarf you can absolutely use to all of the other amigurumis in the book as well. But yeah, one of my favorites. She has this scalloped edge pattern on her body, inspired by mountains. Was my idea, snowy mountains. Poro is the name of, or Poro is the Finnish word for reindeer, but her name is Ragni, and some of you that lives in Italy have taught me that Ragni means spiders in Italy. So that's a little bit funny. But Ragni is a very like grandma name here in Finland. Let's take her friend Ralph, a oldie but goldie. Actually, Ralph is the first amigurumi that I ever hosted a crochet along around, a mystery crochet along. Lift your hand in the chat if you participated in that crochet along. It was in 2018, December, if I remember correctly. And we crocheted this together, and that's when I fell in love with hosting crochet alongs, and I do so. Thank you for the order. Yeah, that's why I still host them inside the Happy Amigurumi Club. Is there anything else? There is a sweater bundle, pattern bundle, over on my website with the sweaters that works on all my sitting amigurumis. So if you buy this pattern on my website, you will get a Christmas sweater that works on this little fellow. The sweater is unfortunately not added to the book because it didn't really fit the style. Maybe in the next book I will add some sweaters, but if you want sweaters for your sitting amigurumis, there is a pattern bundle in my webshop. Ralph is a moose, and moose is called hirvi in Finnish. It feels like I'm quizzing myself on these Finnish animal words. Let's see what's been happening in the comments before I move forward. On Ragni, love him. I had to frog his scarf to make Arthur. You run out of the green. Oh no. But I've remade his scarf now. Nice. Lori, yes, in English, please. Yes, we are gonna be working on that as soon as possible. And hopefully, if you have an idea, I do not really know many English publisher that publishes amigurumi books or crafty books. So if you have any ideas on a publisher that maybe would match my kind of vibe, let me know. Let's continue while talking about Arthur. This is Arthur, and this is the rubber boots I've been talking about now. That works on all of the sitting amigurumi, so you just can pop them out and then you can put them on. We actually crocheted Arthur as a crochet along inside the Happy Amigurumi Club this spring in the Spring Splash Call, I think I called it. So he is one of the easiest sitting amigurumis in the book, and if you want to make him even easier, ignore the stripes. But the stripes makes him a little bit more fun to do. But if you want to keep it really, really simple, you just ignore the stripes and ignore the shoes or the rubber boots. But yeah, I really like the rubber boots. It's a Finnish statement piece, so I felt like we need rubber boots in this book for sure. And it's also fun that it's an accessory that works on several different animals. So that was Arthur the frog. Frog is sammakko in Finnish. Have I missed any? No. Let's maybe do Bob quickly. Oldie but Goldie. This might be a very familiar pattern for you. It's been a free pattern on my blog for some time and a freebie as well to download. It's a helmipel. Don't know what that is in English, but it's a special species of birds or like owls that are pretty tiny that you can find here in Finland. And helmipel, like roughly translated, helmi means pearl, but I don't think the English name for this owl is pearl owl, but maybe, I don't know. Also really fun and very quick make. Can you tell that I love stripes? There is a lot of amigurumis with stripes. Then we can go to this little fellow and his leaf collection. This is Henry the Hedgehog. Henry is named after my grandfather who lived in this house that we actually moved into last year. Funny story, after moving in, there was a hedgehog who came running on our yard, and it felt really special, like he was watching over us and seeing that we got settled in the house. So yeah, this is Henry the Hedgehog. Very, very cute. Very cute. Also comes with, of course, his own leaf collection. Haapalehti, koivulehti, and then another lehti. Lehti is leaf in Finnish. So 3 different leaves. These are very easy if you need something to start off with, especially this one. If you haven't crocheted before, this will teach you magic circle, single crochets and increases and chain stitches, and that is a solid number of stitches that you need to know to make other amigurumis in this book. His spikes are made with double crochets, so even though he looks small, it's a medium, I would say, medium pattern. Thank you for the donation. Okej. Nilla, ja! Jag var med när Ralf föddes. Han är fortfarande min favorit. Nilla says that he was with us when Ralph the moose was born on the first crochet along. That's so fun. And all the boots are lovely. I like them too very, very much. Elizabeth, can you also show all the small patterns accessories that are included? Yes. So we have so far the leaves and the backpack, but let's go through the mushrooms, for example. I didn't tick him. Siili is hedgehog in Finnish. These are the 3 little mushrooms that are inside the book. Also very, very beginner friendly. So if you haven't crocheted before or need to refresh your memory a little bit, these are all very good patterns, especially the chanterelle, because it is no sew, so there is no sewing included, and you will learn all the basics: magic ring, single crochets, increases, decreases, and that's it. That's everything you need to know to make most of these patterns, and that's what makes amigurumi making so fun. Funny story, I actually went picking yellow chanterelles the other day with our friend, and I have never picked them before. I have honestly thought that they were just a magical phenomenon that didn't really exist in real life. But now I know they do exist. They do exist. There is also a little fly agaric or toadstool. Both of these, there is video tutorials on my YouTube channel as well if you want to follow along with the pattern. Can be helpful if you haven't, for example, read a lot of patterns before. Then we have a Karl Johans. Oh, I have no idea what this is in English. Very common mushroom with a brown hat. Yeah, very cute, very cute. So these are extra patterns in the book. And then we have this little thing. This is a fishing rod. If you count all the animals and you count this little herring, then there is 21 animals. But if you don't count this one, there is 20 animals in the book. So yeah, there is a fishing rod as an extra thingy that comes with or is connected to Boris the bear. And the bear is karhu in Finnish. This is a brown bear. We have them here in Finland, but we don't see them that often. And yeah, this little fellow loves to go fishing and enjoy the time with his friends. If you think that this pattern looks very, very familiar, yes, it is, because this design is based on Nanook, the polar bear. So if you want to switch out the colors and make this into a polar bear, just make him in white, and then you have a polar bear. My pile is getting very high up. That was our beer. Not as in drinking beer, but in a animal bear. I think it's called the King Bolette in English, Karl Johans. That might be the case. Which one? Do we want a common crane first? Do we want a birds? I have a lot of birds. Or do we want a badger? Let's do the badger. This is Gösta. Gösta is inspired by a Swedish kids show from my childhood that you might know. Has a lot of stripes, has some tapestry crochet on his face, which I am so happy on how it looks. This is the only black and white animal in the book, but I am quite frankly obsessed with the very graphical look of this badger, and has the same feet as everybody else, so the rubber boots works on him, and you could also make him a scar if you want to, or the backpack. Yes, Doris or Gösta. Hi, Magic Frog. Welcome. Yes, birds. Yes. Let's do some birds, and let's do the shrimp and the crayfish last. So that was the badger. Badger is Maura. Another story. I think we saw badger poop the other day when we were picking berries, lingonberries in the forest. Not 100% sure, but when I googled, they said that there is a possibility, and I have actually seen a badger once at that same area, so it could be possible. Okay, here let's do a birdie a birdie catwalk. First off, we have this little fellow. This is not Doris. Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh, the names. I have over 100 designs by now, and I usually remember all of the names, but sometimes I miscalculate and don't remember. This is a bullfinch, and this is a blue tit, and these are called Doris. Is Doris right? Maybe Doris is. Oh, let's check. I mean, we have the book here. I think she is in the pretty early beginning. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. I might be totally wrong. Yes, I was. Here. Her name is Brita. Sorry. Brita the bullfinch. And it's the same pattern, but if you switch out the colors, you get a blue tit. This is a very simple and easy pattern perfect for beginners. Then we have Punatulkku, Sinitiainen. Punatulkku is the red one, and Sinitiainen is the blue one. Then we have Gustav, the mallard duck, the second animal crocheted with double-stranded yarn, named after my sister's husband, who I afterwards learned that hates mallard ducks, which makes this a very funny story. Gustav is always ready to party. He has a bow tie and, a sparklish body. I really like how it looks like when you crochet with double-stranded yarn and have a white and then a contrasting color. You can make him smaller if you choose to only crochet him in a single threaded yarn. You could then make maybe the body in solid brown, for example. This is him. Then we have, this is, I think, also one of my top 5 designs in this book. We don't have flamingos in Finland, but we have common cranes. And in my opinion, that's our version of flamingos. They have long, tall legs and they like to stand on fields in the spring and in the autumn. And yeah, I really love especially this really vibrant blue color and the red little boots. These boots also works on another bird that lies on the floor. I will pick her up very soon. Yeah, a little bit of tapestry crochet, but not a lot. This bird is crocheted from the top all the way down to the bottom of the feet. So that's all in one part. And then you just sew on the beak, the eyes, the feathers on the back, and then the wings. And yeah, that's her. Let's pick up Pablo. Also a highly requested design. When I have showed picture, people have been like, when is the book coming out? I need to make Pablo the pigeon character that thinks he's bigger than he actually is. If you want to switch out the pigeon feet to the boots, you can do so. You just ignore this part and then you pop up a pair of boots. You can also add these parts to the legs on Tyra, the common crane, and then she gets regular feet. So there is option throughout this book on how to make these designs your own, and I highly encourage you to do so. Switch out colors, switch out parts if you want to, switch out patterns, and if you have kids at home, ask them for color ideas and choices, and yeah, it will be a fun project together. So that was now kurki, that's a common crane. Kykkynen. Oh, I learned that it's kyykky. That's the pigeon. We have the sinisorsa, which is the mallard duck, and left we have katkarapu. We also have the rapu, which means the shrimp and the crayfish. The crayfish? No. The shrimp. You have seen a lot already. And a lot of you have been grabbing this pattern all through this year. She was a mystery pattern that you got during Valentine's Day in my pattern shop if you bought something. She's called Ruth and she's made with short rows. There is a video on my website on how to do the short rows if that is a new technique for you. But don't be scared. I wouldn't say it's a beginner pattern, but if you want a small pattern and you have been crocheting before, you will enjoy this little fellow so much. I've been using mine as a keychain for half this year already, and I think I'm gonna make a Christmas version for Christmas. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anymore, but there might be coming a Christmas shrimp variation of this design. So that is Ruth, the katkarapu. Katkarapu is shrimp in Finnish. And then the last but not least, Claudia the crayfish. During autumns, we like to eat crayfish here in Finland. I think mostly maybe in the Swedish parts of Finland. And I also know that you do that over in Sweden. So a crayfish needed to be added to the book. And I also love the red shape. And I was very active in searching for animals that wasn't brown or beige, because most of the Nordic animals are brown or beige. So any type of animal that had a other picture, no color, I we had to have that in the book. So this little fellow, I think I'm gonna actually hang her up on the wall somewhere as a wall decor, because I really love how the pictured look in the book, where she hangs on her tail on a strand of yarn. Currently working on a bag version. Keep your eyes open. So yeah, that was all of the patterns or designs inside my very first pattern book. Crazy to say it. It hasn't really synced in yet that I have a book, but here it is. Hey, the next thing that I thought that we could do is Wheel of Discounts. The time is here to experiment how this will work. I will need a piece of paper and a pen. I bought a lot of new, very nice pens the other day. If you need new pens, highly recommend. These were so fun to write with. Would love the pink one, but don't know really where that is. So we will go with orange for now. So how this works is we are gonna I'm gonna see how I'm gonna navigate, because I need to be able to see the screen and the chat. So I am gonna remodel a little bit before we start. I think this might work, and then we need to move this up a little bit. Yes, this works. Would love if there wouldn't be ads on the screen, but I don't think I can unfortunately do anything about that for now. Can I hide that? Yes, I can. Okay. How this works is... Oh, this is really annoying, but I don't think I can do anything about it. We will just have to live with that. Ignore the diaper ads if you can. So this is how it works. You can see on the... I have a how-to on the right side of the screen. You comment spin for me, and I will write down your name. I will do a spin, and then I will write off what kind of discount you win. And after this live stream, you will go and send me a DM over on Instagram, and then that way you can claim your discount. Marielle already started, so we're gonna start spinning for you. Marielle, I'm gonna write down names. Marielle, 10 euro gift card. Congratulations. I will write that also down. Yeah, send me a DM after this, and you can claim your gift card. Then we have Anne. If you're watching this live stream afterwards, you can't attend. This is only for everybody who is here live. On 10% off an order. 10% off order. And that's the entire that's everything in my shop. So that's not only a yarn, that also works on physical items. Then we have Milla. Here is your spin. 80% off a pattern. Oh, pattern. Congratulations. Then we have a spin for, oh yeah, Milla, Elizabeth. Here is your spin. Ooh, 5 off a pattern. 50. Then we have Mariana. This is your spin. $5% off an order, and this is an entire order and also works on other products than patterns. So yarn, book, anything that you want to grab from the web shop. Then we have Reka. I have packed your... No, only one. I have packed your yarn kit today. And your extra order that you added to your yarn kit. I did not forget. 10% off an order for you. Close. And then we have Frida. Oh, €10 gift card. That also works on anything in the web shop. Who do we have? Then we have Nilla. This is working better than expecting. Not counting the ad in the corner though. But I guess that's what you get when you have a free spinner. 80% off a pattern. I will make this discount into a one that you can use at any time, so it also works for a new pattern, since I know some of you have almost all of my patterns. Malena, let's do a spin for you. $5% off an order. Wee. Close. Then we have Martali. This is your spin, Martali. €10 gift card. Nice. And then we have Martali. Marielle, yay, thank you. Thanks. Yay, thank you. Let's see if that was everybody. Oh, Katie. Oh, I missed. You were so quick. Let's do a spin for you. Thank you so much for reminding me. $80% off a pattern. I also saw that I missed some questions earlier that I will come back to. Was that everybody, maybe? Okay, then I'm gonna go and see for the Magic Frog. I name mine, but I forget so often. Yes. Oh, it's not easy all the time, especially the new ones that haven't like come up regularly. Elizabeth, in our household, we always call bullfinches for doom lords, as in badly translated from the Swedish name domare. That's really, really funny. Marielle, adorable. Milla, do you think you will be able to release the book in English in the future? I would love one. The goal is to find a publisher that would love to collaborate with me on this book as a English version. I haven't started that process yet, and I don't know how long it takes, but I am gonna do my best to get this out in English and Swedish. I would love to get it also in German, maybe Japanese, but I need to start with the Swedish and the English ones. So thank you for asking. The more people who asks and talk about this book, the more buzz it gets, the more likely some other book company also want to collaborate. So talk away, spread the word. Was it anything else? Malena, a version in Swedish would be nice also. Yes, that is definitely on my to-do list, to find a Swedish book company to collaborate. Lori is missing. Let's do a spin for Lori before moving forward. This spin is for you, Lori. 5% off an order. Works on patterns, but also yarns or books or anything else you want to grab. Maybe a flex frame. My new obsession of trinkets to add to crochet projects. I have, let's check, Lucas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spins. So then we are up to go, and everybody who wanted a spin have gotten a spin. Thank you for participating in the Wheel of Discounts. The next, let's see what happens if I, this, I have now written up. So go and send me a DM after this live stream, and I will grant you the access to the gift cards and the discounts. The next thing on this party schedule of ours is a book Q&A. Some of you have already asked questions and I have answered some of them, but if you have any more questions, now is the time to pick my brain on anything that you would like to know regarding the book or book publishing or designing, or yeah, I guess anything related to the book or amigurumi design. I will give you a couple of minutes if you have a if you need to think, and then I am gonna prepare a little bit for the pattern bingo. And if there isn't any questions, that also is okay. I know that I can talk a lot, so maybe I've already explained everything that you would like to know about the book. Malena, do you photos by yourself? Oh, do you took the photos by yourself in the book? The photos are taken by Karin Lindros. She have taken all of the main photos of the amigurumis, for example, and yeah, the amigurumis, the main pictures. I have taken all the pictures of the parts and all the assembling just because of practical reasons. She lives down in the southern parts of Finland, and this, like, photographing the parts and the assembling is done throughout the entire book process, and I can't really leave it to last minute for a photo shoot. So I decided that I will take those pictures, and then I will have Karin Lindros' sister to edit them to give them a cohesive look. I have also edited some extra pictures, but most of them is edited by Astrid Lindros. So yeah, that's the process. We had a photo shoot last autumn for the 5 first amigurumis because the publisher wanted a draft of 5 patterns during that autumn, and then we had the final photo shoot in April here at our place. And yeah, I really love how the pictures turned out. I think I wouldn't have been as bold as Karin if I would have taken them myself. So I am really, really happy that I went with a photographer. I also know that pictures is the thing that sells a book. Yes, the cover picture, but also the pictures inside the book. So for me, it was very, very important that the picture would be top notch for this book. Anne, how do you decide on the animals? I started brainstorming when I got the contract, and then I just picked out the most colorful ones. That's the easy answer to that question. But also animals that I was searching for them, looking for pictures, and if I got the design or the idea for how it will look as a crocheted version, if that came very naturally and quick, I usually tend to start making that project. There was a request that there would be at least 20 animals in this book, and we have that. I also got the permission to use old patterns that I already had designed inside of the theme Nordic animals. So that is why there is a mix of old friends inside of this book and also new designs. And I think it's really fun that there is a mix because I really love my old designs as well. And I think it's really beautiful that they now are also available in this format as a book. So, yeah, there is a lot of fun Nordic animals, and there is still some that is on my to crochet list. But a lot of them are brown and beige, so I'm trying very, very hard to find colorful Nordic animals. Marielle, would it be enough with the cheat sheet to be able to crochet the amigurumis and maybe Google Translate for the stories of each pattern? What do you think? Yes, I do think if you especially have crocheted my patterns before because you will see that the format is the same as for my previous patterns. So I would definitely think that you would manage to fix these. You know how amigurumi patterns look like, or at least they are very mathematical. And if you take Google Translate to help with the larger sections of a pattern or where there is more text, for example, I do think that you could manage. And you can always ask me for help as well. I'm happy to help. Elizabeth, how much do you get from the book sales from other places compared from your own website? That's a really good question. So if you buy the book from my web shop, I get around 10 euros. And if you buy it from another web shop, right, like Suomalainen kirjakauppa, Akateeminen kirjakauppa, or Adlibris, for example, I get 20%, which should be around 2 euros or 2 euros and 50 cents. So there is it's a big difference. But on the other hand, I don't need to do the marketing and selling work for those books that are in bookstores. The bookstores do that, and also my publisher do that. But the books that I have bought in, I need to do the marketing and the selling myself, but the profit is also higher. So for me, it has actually been worth it to sell my own books in my own web shop. One reason is probably because my community is pretty big, so I have a big audience who like my patterns before and have also been interested in this book. Unfortunately, the portion of Finnish people in my audience are pretty small, so it would maybe have sold better if I would have had a Swedish or a English book, but I happened to get a Finnish book contract, so I went with it, and yeah, here we are now with a Finnish pattern book, and hopefully soon a Swedish and an English version as well. Mariana, how many test crocheters did you have? Good question. So, the old patterns have been tested way before this project, so those haven't been tested a second time for this book. But let me see how many testers. Here is a list of all the testers. There is probably some here in the chat as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Some of these have pattern tested several patterns. Some have tested one pattern, but they have all been participating in the new designs of this book, pattern testing the new designs. I unfortunately didn't have a list of all of my old pattern testers, so I have mentioned them, but I couldn't make a proper list for the old pattern, or the people who have crocheted and pattern tested the old patterns. Laurie, woohoo, thanks you. Katie, thank you. Happy that everybody got a spin that wanted to. Great question, everybody. I hope that covered everything that you were wondering about this project of mine. I also get the question, will there be a second book at some point? Pretty often. At this point, I don't know. I need to kind of have this launch now and let it sit for a bit before I can figure out the next step, and if I want to make a second Amigurumi book or maybe a bag pattern book. That would also be really fun. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy this book and then figure out what happens next when I feel like I'm ready for it. It is a very big project. It has taken me over a year to do this, and with that said, I had already half of the patterns already designed. So designing a brand new book without having that backlog of patterns is maybe gonna take even longer. But yeah, that's my current thoughts about a future book. Another question I get is if I felt like it's been worth publishing a book, and I can definitely say yes already, even though it has only been available for a couple of days. I have gotten so many fun opportunities through this book, and it's been a really fun selling process. I've really enjoyed it, so I can happily tell my former self, who didn't think book was a good idea, that it's been worth it, and that it was definitely a good idea to publish your own book. Malena, the book looks so nice. Love it. Thank you so much. Katie, it's a lovely book. Thank you. Malena, did you design the book by yourself? Colors, fonts, and more. I designed all of the amigurumis. The layout, though, I had help from my publisher to do. I'm very picky when it comes to layout, though, and I have a personal visual style that I like. So I did have a lot of suggestions on the layout. And for example, the pages, no, that was on the pages with the assembling, I have said that this is how I want this page to look like. Also, this page I made a mock-up for on how I would like this to look. I also chose the fonts on the cover, and then we also decided to put the same fonts in the inside the book. It was originally another font, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I wanted the font we had originally was maybe more adult and more sophisticated, maybe, but I wanted something that was kind of goofy and a little bit playful, but at the same time very modern looking. Marielle, congratulations, beautiful book. Thank you so much, and thank you for hanging with me during this party event. I'm hosting a local book release party here in my hometown next week, but I know that there is so many of you that aren't able to join that because you live in USA or Sweden or other places in Europe and Australia. So I thought that it would be fun with a virtual, so I can also celebrate the book with you guys. The next thing that I thought that we would do is pattern bingo. This is also something that I haven't done before, and hopefully it will go smoothly. Lucas is going to help out a little bit with the technical part of this bingo, but here is in short how this works. I am gonna move myself to here, this corner. So this is how it works. Lucas is gonna be publishing a link shortly in the comments. You go and click on this link, and it will give you an individual bingo sheet that you can fill out on your device of choice. The most important thing is that you need to have me open in a window because otherwise you will not hear what numbers are called out. So you need to have me in a window, and then you need to have the bingo sheet in another window, or if you have your phone and your computer, you can also have me on the computer and then the bingo sheet on your phone. You technical people will figure that out, I am sure of it. The second thing, if someone here hasn't played bingo before, bingo, I will call out number 1 to 75. Lucas will also put the number in the chat. And when you get bingo, you can get bingo when you get if this is our bingo sheet, 1, 2, All right, is that the right amount of lines? Yes. The middle one is free. You can get bingo if you have 5 in a row, this way, so like this, or horizontally. And the first person who gets the first row shouts bingo in the comments, as well as if this is the bingo now for the first row, you shout bingo, row 1, and your card number so we can check that the bingo is valid. As we say, this is new for us, but we're gonna try our best. And the person who gets bingo for the first pattern is gonna win 1 pattern. The person who gets 2 rows, it's gonna get 2 free patterns, and 3 rows, 3 patterns, 4 rows, 4, and full 5 free patterns. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm gonna see if I could put on some music. If you hear that, I have no idea. It didn't work earlier, but it might work now. I don't know. Let me know. Can you hear some jazzy background music? Is it too loud? Is it okay? Music! Yay! You will enjoy music. I will not because it didn't work. That's totally fine. Yes, good. I lowered it a little bit so that you can hear me, but also have some cozy little jazz music thingy in the background. Perfect. Maybe Lucas can help Malena. If you don't know how to get both at the same time, I don't know if I can help you from here with that right now. Another option is to print it out if you have access to a printer. I will write down the numbers. We will wait a couple of minutes before we start so everybody has access to everything. I will write them down so if you get kicked off the stream from some reason or you lose the stream, you can come back and you can see all the numbers that we have called out so far. That we also can do. We can do like 5 numbers, and then if you want to go like close this tab and go to the other tab, you go and write in those 5 and then you come back and write down 5. Perfect! Yes! Happy you got it sorted. I'm really excited. This all cred to the people who hosted Bubbelstick in Vasa earlier this autumn. They had pattern bingo over on their event where you played bingo and then you got up and choose patterns if you won. And I thought that it was such a fun idea that I wanted to host it here as well on this lovely little party evening of ours. Yes, I am ready. Hit me with the first number, Lucas. That's a great idea, Marielle. Yes. Phone for the video and then iPad for the bingo card. First number is 69. hope you can see. I'm trying to write big numbers. I am a person who writes pretty small when I write text. The next one, number 3. And since there is only 25 spots in your bingo sheet, you will not necessarily have these numbers in your bingo sheet because there's not enough spots for 75. 28. 2 and 8. Five. And if you missed any numbers, you can always check the stream. I'm writing them down, and also the chat. Next number is number 7. 1, 2. That is our first 5 bingo numbers. How are everybody feeling with the speed? Do we need to slow down, or is it okay? Good speed. Speed is good. Yes. Perfect. Does Malena have bingo? Or did you repeat the number? Malena, can we check that or just confirm that it was a bingo? Lucas can also check the card. Okay. Not bingo yet. No worries, we will continue. Let's do another set of 5 numbers. 44. 4 and 4. 45. 'No worries, Malena. 64. 12. 1 and 2. 53. 'That was our second set of 5 numbers. Let's do 5 more. $30. 35. 75. 58. 11. And that was our third set of numbers. No bingo yet. Let's continue with a couple of more numbers then. Six. 14. 39. 32. 8. How is it going? Do you find any numbers in your sheets, or is it totally empty? Yeah, is anyone close? Reka, I'm close. Nice. Elizabeth needs one more number. Okay. Let's see if that one number is on the next set of numbers. Yes, that's a good idea, to slow down a little bit so there is space in between the numbers to shout bingo if needed. 42. 'Lori needs 2 and Katie needs is saying not yet. No, when? 46. Yeah, I wrote 46. 46! Sorry! Wrote 42. My bad. $74. This got me really inspired to we are having a Halloween party next week to have a Halloween bingo. 13, 1 and 3. 24. 61. suspension. Is that the word? 34. 41. $71. Oh, you have Marielle. Yes, the middle one is a free space. So, if you have anything connected to that, it's bingo. And if we have several bingos, I will happily give away several patterns. And that makes sense if you both have the same card. No, it's okay. It's okay. It might be because it was the free version, so they couldn't like there might be doubles. That's totally fine. That's that's okay. So the first prize, 1 free pattern goes out to Frida and to Marielle. Congratulations! First bingos of this evening. You just send me DMs on Instagram to claim your patterns. I will just need your email addresses and which pattern you want. For the next bingo, you need to have 2 rows. And if you get bingo, you get 2 free patterns. So 2 rows is the next bingo. I'm so excited that this is working. I was a little bit stressed earlier today since I have not done anything like this before. 29. No. Okay. I will fill this out. Maybe we write bingo here. Bingo. $48. $2. $42. $57. $47. $31. $22. Bingo! Emilia, congratulations! Lucas can just double check your bingo card. I wonder if there was someone else who had 28 too. Confirmed! Congrats, Amelia! You win 2 free patterns of your choice from the web shop. For the next bingo, you need to have 3 rows. And then you will win 3 free patterns from the web shop. Good, you're getting stocked up before the festive gift giving season with some new designs and new patterns. Number 10, let's do it on bingo. Ten, 1 and 0. Then we have 72. You also have bingo with 3 rows. Congratulations. That was a lucky one. Let's see if we can get a confirmation from Lucas before moving forward to the 4th bingo, which means 4 rows. No worries, Lucas. Yes. Oh, so maybe some double check your numbers, Amelia, if it's that you missed some. Well, Malena, that means also that you have 1, 2, 3 patterns if you had the same number. That was what I remember as well, that you said that you had 21. I will happily give you 2 patterns as well, Malena. Just send me a DM after this live stream. I guess then we are still open for the 3rd bingo. $33. Oh. This means we are still hunting for 3 rows of bingo. 3 rows of bingo. 3 rows. 3 rows on your bingo sheet. Yeah, that happens if you have heard wrong or marked something that wasn't called out. 43. But you still have your 2 free patterns, so you will not go home empty-handed. $54. Maybe the 42, 46 was a confusing one. But 42 have come now, so it should be good. $63. $60. Bingo! Let us know your number on your bingo sheet. No, it's correct. I knew you were closer. I remembered. 60. Perfect. So, Emilia, you have won another. And Malena. Because you have the same sheet. So you have won 5 patterns of your choice. The next bingo we are searching for is 4 rows. And the last one is then 5. Or no, the entire bingo sheet. Sorry for bumping into the microphone. Let's do a set of more numbers. Yep. Yes, the free space in the middle is up for use. Yes, 67. It's getting late. 21. 15. 16. 55. 68. 37. 73. 20. 25. 52. Bingo! Now I'm gonna be a harsh judge, but since you have gotten bingo twice now, I think we should wait for someone else to get to get a bingo for this one. I hope that's okay with everybody. Oh, you don't have a single roll. Well, hopefully you get lucky soon and get some better numbers. $56. Yeah, you're not alone. 26. What? There is barely any numbers left? Nine. $59. We're searching for 4 rows. 17. Let's see if everybody gets bingo at the same time. Well, yes, diagonal counts as well. $66. I'm running out of space on my paper too. 1. Bingo! Elizabeth! Bingo card 22. Congratulations. Let's see if Lucas can double check. Confirmed! Perfect! You have won 4 free patterns from the web shop. It can also be saved for upcoming patterns if any of you have already most of my patterns, as I know a lot of you have. The next and last bingo is the entire Eva! Bingo! Bingo sheet number 21. Can Lucas confirm that there is 4 rows of bingo? And it's always the first one who gets bingo on the certain level that wins the prize. Confirm 21. So we have 2 winners for 4 patterns. Congratulations, Eva. You also get to pick out 4 free patterns from the web shop. Is it time for the last numbers? We are now searching for a full bingo card. And if you have one already, we will give the space for someone who hasn't won. Yeah, it's a full card. Yes, if you want to get up to speed, check that you are in the live stream in the current location where we are at. 62. $50. 49. 19. I will continue here. I have a row. Good job. Only 10 numbers left. 10 numbers. $65. Did I see right? Yes. $36. 70. 38. 'Good, Lori. 40. 'You got a really lucky one, Amelia. Yeah, we will leave this prize for someone else since you already have 2. Happy you liked it. As I said, I have never done anything like this before, so it's an experiment. But I really enjoyed doing the bingo at the event, so I thought that maybe it would be fun to do something like this together. Last 5 numbers now. 23. 18. Bingo! The 8. Let's see if there is anyone else. Bingo card 6. We have several bingo. That means several prizes. Yeah, confirmed. Card number 8 and card number 6, which is Marielle and Nilla. Did Frida have the same as well? congratulations, everybody, on your patterns. Send me a DM over on Instagram and I will figure out the logistics at the beginning of next week. I am gonna take the weekend off, so unfortunately I will send you the patterns on Monday. Two numbers, 2 and 27. Oh yeah, how many you have left? 4 and 27 left. On the event I was the Bubba Stick, we had 3 different bingo like tables on the same page, but I don't know. Yeah, because that means that everybody has all the numbers, so then you always get to cross over something. But I thought that this would be a little bit faster to only have one bingo sheet. Also, I need to figure out if there is a possibility to not have doubles next time if we want to do this again, because it would be fun if everybody would have individual sheets. Several 12s, that's interesting. I think it said that when you have the free version of this website app thingy, there is a risk that there is people having the same bingo sheets. But if you pay, of course, they can confirm that everybody gets single sheets. So that's the logistics of it. Oh yeah, so only with manual links. Yeah, we need to set that up and see if it would work. It would be fun to do. Love bingo. Happy you enjoyed it. Maybe we could do some Christmas bingo or something closer to the festive seasons. This was my first ever bingo game, but it was really fun. Happy you enjoyed it. And a little bit fun also that there is like pattern prices and yeah, maybe we can do a full set with like the 3 bingo next time. Thank you for participating. I'm gonna now flip. I'm gonna flip. Oh. Where is my last screen? Here it is. I'm just gonna take you down. There is gonna be a very fancy angle. I don't even know if this... You can't even see. We're gonna see. Yeah, very pretty. Hey, thank you so much for joining me on this virtual book release party. I hope you have had fun. I have really enjoyed sharing this part of the process with you. And yeah, we'll see what the future holds. And I hope I will see you around in this little amigurumi bubble that we have created here. Thank you so much. I will see you around. And yeah, of course, if you want to go and grab the book, you will find it over on my web shop. I will send pre-orders Monday, rest of the books probably Tuesday, Wednesday. So you will get it very, 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 very soon. See you. Bye.